Hi, my name's Tim Johnson. Welcome to a very rainy day in Spain, but I'm still glad to be here. As Keith Richards once famously said, I'm just glad to be anywhere, which is very true in my case. Today's the video about intermittent fasting, something I've been interested in for quite a long period of time now, and looked into and tried on occasions to see what sort of benefits it would give me. But what I've decided to do with this video is, over the last 7 days, I've decided and been on an intermittent fast for the past 7 days, so I can report back the benefits that I've discovered and found for myself. Because the scientific proof now that how good for you intermittent and indeed fasting is irrevocable. There is massive proof. There's so many benefits to the body and mind from doing this, that science can now prove to us that it's well worth anybody looking into. And since I've been doing the Wim Hof method and looking in ways to better my health, it's something I've been very interested in. Of course, fasting isn't anything new to the human race. It's something that's been going on for many thousands of years in many religions, traditions, civilizations, and they've known for many, many years and many hundreds and thousands of years the benefits of it for different reasons. And of course, if we look back to primordial man, early man, something I'm really interested in, I've made videos on this channel on, we see that we actually evolved not to eat anywhere near as much food as we actually eat today in the modern world. The hunter-gatherer, the ancient man would perhaps hunt for days before he got any food, traveling many miles. So it could be 2 to 3 days before any food entered his body or her body. And of course, the human body evolved like this, to be healthy with that amount of food and to work effectively and efficiently and healthily that way, on that amount of food. And of course, as we've progressed, if you want to call it progression, which it obviously isn't, we've been brainwashed into thinking, because obviously the food industries and the massive corporate conglomerates want us to buy their product, that we need to eat several times a day. And of course, this is a fallacy, and it's something that, obviously, it's not the pot calling the kettle here. I've been guilty of it for many years, and we believe, because we've been taught since we were born, that we need to eat a breakfast because it is, in quotes, the healthiest start to the day that you can have. It's a necessary start, and we need to eat a lunch, and we need to eat an evening meal and perhaps a supper. And of course, that's extended on to grazing on rubbish all day, because food is now, we don't have to hunt for it. Obviously, we just go down to the local supermarket and buy it. It becomes easy just to have anything when we desire it. And of course, we've forgotten, because we're listening to our brain, something I talk about a lot on this channel, instead of listening to our heart and gut and listening to our bodies. We eat when our bodies aren't telling us we need to eat for nutrition or to survive. We eat because our brain's telling us we want comfort or solace in our emotions. Perhaps we're feeling sad, happy, whatever it is, we're eating to make us feel better, in a sense, and filling a void. Something I made a video on a couple of videos ago, a gap. And of course, that's brought about many of today's modern diseases, particularly type 2 diabetes, obesity, cancers. List goes on and on and on. And because we eat junk mostly, because that is what's available to us. We eat processed food, sugar, and stuff that's not doing us any good at all, and consequently we are obese, we're unhealthy, we're diseased, our mood is low, depression and anxiety are prevalent, etc, etc, etc. And what's happening inside our bodies is that they're not working efficiently, because of the way we eat and the amount we eat and the quantity we eat. Our bodies have got used to burning sugar, glucose if you like. Our insulin levels are ridiculous, and it's causing all of this illness and disease and low mood and or a lot of it anyway. So what happens when you fast intermittently? I'll give you a list of the benefits that are proven. It's not pie in the sky stuff. These are proven by science that to be happening to your body when you intermittently fast. There are many types of intermittent fasting, as there are many types of diet, if you like. But I'll just explain quickly what happens. Now, the most popular one is what they call a 16-8, if you like. And that could be once or twice a week, that you have a gap of 16 hours where no food enters your body, and an 8-hour window where you can eat moderately and healthily. And that will bring about an intermittent fast. But I tend to do a 24, if you like. So I tend to have a 4-hour window for eating, and I'll eat early evening in that 4-hour window. I just try to eat once as much as I want, but healthily in that 4-hour window, and have the 20 hours where no food can enter your body. Now, it's important that you don't let any food in. So you can drink as much tea, coffee, herbal teas, if you like. You avoid green tea because that has something in it which it is bad for intermittent fasting. And you avoid milk and sugar in any of those drinks, obviously, because you want to remain in negative calories. You don't want any calories at all to remain in a fast. But you can drink as much black tea, black coffee, herbal tea, water as you want. But that's it. And you avoid any food, obviously. So 24 is something I do. Twice a week is enough if you want, or even once a week. But I've decided to try it as a bit of a lifestyle over the last 7 days. The scientific benefits are massive, because what actually starts happening during this intermittent fast is, first of all, your body will be depleted of glucose and will start to burn fat. Healthy, and that's very healthy for your body, because you can get more energy out of fat. It won't reduce your muscle mass. You can exercise while you're doing this anyway. You can do weight training. You can train it as you want. But it won't reduce your muscle mass. You'll burn fat, and you'll also burn visceral fat, which is the unhealthy fat around your organs. So you will lose weight healthily, and you will have massive energy because you're burning fat, and it will give you more energy. Your triglyceride levels and your bad cholesterol levels will all lower, good for your heart health. Your risk of type 2 diabetes will immediately lower. You will initiate something called autophagy and mitophagy. Now, this is really interesting because this affects all the cells in your body, and it's almost like a reset of your body. And this happens just in as in one intermittent fast, if you like, it starts to happen. And all the unhealthy cells are replaced in your body, and they get rid of all the rubbish out of your cells. Really good for your neurons in your brain. You'll find more clarity and clear thinking. Your mood will be better, and all the rubbish will disappear from your body with this autophagy and mitophagy. Your human growth hormone, which is really important for muscle mass, for speeding up your metabolism, energy, and also for prolonging life, for longevity, will increase by up to 2,000%, actually, which is really important, and it's very interesting. Your risk of Alzheimer's will reduce. Your cancer's risks will all reduce. The list goes on and on and on, and it's all good. There's no negative, and you can look all these. I won't go through every single benefit, because I could go on. There's 25, I think there is, actual scientific benefits to this. There's no downside of it at all. You'll also produce less ghrelin, which means that your mind won't be telling you to eat. Your body will start to tell you when it needs nutrition, which is really important in every way. And so your hunger will get back to normal. You'll eat when you actually need to eat, rather than when you're conditioned. Your mind is telling you to eat, and you'll stop grazing and eating for comfort. So, and because you're in sort of ketosis anyway. There are keto diets and stuff. I think this is a much healthier way of doing it. And then, of course, if you're looking after your nutrition as well while you're doing this, which I have been, because I just eat meat twice a week, which is just organic chicken twice a week, and the rest of the time I'm plant-based, nothing processed, no sugar, no dairy, nothing out of a packet basically, and no bread or anything like that, to be honest with you, gluten. And God, it's really improved everything. So the last 7 days, please look up the other benefits of intermittent fasting, by the way, because you'll be really interested and amazed by what they are. But what have I found over the last 7 days? Well, here I am on Sunday, and I started doing this last Sunday. And like I say, eating at 5 o'clock at night, and that's it then until until sort of 2-3 o'clock the next day. Well, I found that, first of all, I've dropped 4 pounds in weight. Now, that's not water weight, because my body looks more defined and feels stronger. That's fat disappeared. 4 pounds in 1 week. And that's really interesting straight away. Now, the first 2 days of doing this, you're going to find it quite difficult because you'll get those hunger pangs because you're conditioned. But what I found after 2 days was they all disappeared, and I really got used to doing this. And all of a sudden, I gained, third or fourth day, if you like, of doing this, I gained massive energy and also a very distinct mental clarity. I was accomplishing much more. I was my thinking was much clearer. I could accomplish all my goals, if you like. I was doing so much more and getting so much more done during the day. But energy and exercise, I was enjoying it more. And most importantly for me, or someone like me, my mood, and that elevated. That was on a constant after the second or third day was on a constant. There was no downs or peaks or troughs. I was constantly in a really positive frame of mind, and it's all really interesting. And the good that it's doing inside of my body, you can almost actually feel it. So that's it, and I'm going to continue doing it. And try and make it a lifestyle choice, because it is. I feel it helping me. It's certainly not damaging my health. It's only improving it. So I hope you found that useful and interesting. Please subscribe. I'd just like to thank everyone. I'm 1,500 subscribers now. Thank you all. Please let me know in the comments anything you want me to talk about. Please subscribe if you haven't. Like the videos. Share them if you think they'll be useful to anyone else. Try things out that I do and see if you find them useful or not, as the case may be. And Carpe Diem, seize the day, make today the day that you change and improve your life for the best. Much love to you all. Thank you for listening. Bye-bye.